It's Market Fact Friday. I'm Dave Rotundo with Remax First Choice Realty. And every month I pull the latest numbers straight from RPR. And that is the Realtor's Property Resource. So you get a clear, honest picture of what's actually happening in the real estate market right here in coastal Georgia. This week, we're covering Effingham County for March 2026. That means Rincon, Springfield, and Guyton. Plus, a look at the county as a whole. Whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or just keeping an eye on the market, this is the update for you. Before we dig in, real quick, if this kind of local data is important to you, hit that subscribe button. I do these market reports every single week for the 4 counties, so it's constantly rolling over and over. That way it gives you the most up-to-date information in real time. So, before we get started, or actually, since we're getting started, let's start with Rincon, which is zip code 31326, which continues to be the busiest market in Effingham County. In March, the median list price came in at $358,950, and homes closed at a median of $343,600. That is up 5.76% from the previous month, which is a solid jump. Homes are spending an average of 67 days on market before going under contract, and inventory sits at 5.48 months, right in the balance zone. We saw 45 homes close in March, making this the most active zip code in the county by a wide margin. Now, 5.48 months puts Rincon right on the edge of a seller's market. Remember, under 5 months is a seller territory. 5 to 7 months is a balanced market, and 7 months plus is buyer leaning. So sellers still have a reasonable amount of leverage here, but it's not the frenzied market we saw a couple of years ago. Buyers do have some room to negotiate, and they're taking their time. 67 days is a deliberate buyer pool, not a panic one. The fact that sold prices ticked up month over month tells me demand is still real in Rincon. You've got D.R. Horton and other builders actively delivering product into the zip, and resale is keeping pace. Strong fundamentals. For buyers, you have inventory. You have time to use it. Get pre-approved, know your number, and don't let good properties sit on your watch list too long. And for sellers, price it right from day one. Rincon buyers are educated. They're comparing, and at 67 days, overpriced homes are getting passed by. Now, let's move over to Springfield, zip code 31329. Springfield's median list price in March was $355,000, and the median sold price landed at $289,000. Now, that sold price is down 24.79% month over month. And I want to be upfront about this number. Springfield had only 8 homes closed in March. That is a very thin amount of closes or data to be able to gauge a proper, accurate feel of the market. So when you're working with 8 transactions, 1 or 2 lower priced homes at the bottom of that range can drag that median house price down significantly. I wouldn't read this as a market crash. I'd read it as a small sample month. What is consistent and meaningful in Springfield is inventory is at 6.38 months. That's balanced, trending buyer friendly, and days on market are sitting at 47 days. Actually the fastest in Effingham County this month, which tells me that when something is priced right in Springfield, buyers are moving on it. Springfield has a lot of new construction activity feeding the pipeline. You can see that in the new listing data. The Mungo homes and builder communities are generating solid pending activity, and pending inventory is up nicely, which sets up a stronger close number in the months ahead. For buyers, Springfield is worth a serious look if you want more land in a quieter pace. Inventory is there, and buyers are moving quickly when pricing is fair. For sellers, thin competition, but a thin buyer pool too. Presentation and pricing are everything in a low volume market like this. And now, Guyton, zip code 31312, which has the most inventory of any of the three cities this month. The median list price in Guyton is $384,945. That's the highest in the county, guys. And the median sold price came in at $344,575. That's down about 6.16% from the previous month in February. Days on market averaged 63 days, and inventory is sitting at 6.79 months. That's on the upper edge of a balance range, so closer to a buyer's market. So RPR actually classifies Guyton as a buyer's market right now. And with 46 homes sold, there's plenty of transaction volume here. Here's what's driving the inventory story in Guyton. This zip has seen a lot of builder activity. D.R. Horton's Laurel Grove and Palm Ridge communities have been generating consistent new listings and closings. When builders are adding supply at a steady clip, inventory naturally stays elevated. That's not a sign of distress. It's a sign of a market absorbing growth. The 6.79 months of inventory does give buyers real negotiating leverage here. Sellers are competing not just with the other resale homes, but with new construction. If you're listing a resale home in Guyton, your updates, your condition, and your pricing all have to be sharp. For buyers, Guyton is probably the best negotiating environment in Effingham County right now. You have selection and time. Use them both. For sellers, you're competing with builders. That's a tough competition pool right there. Be aggressive on price and condition from the jump. Now, let's pull back and look at the whole picture, Effingham County as a whole. Countywide, in March 2026, the median list price was $375,000. The median sold price was $342,300. That's actually up 2.95% month over month, which is a healthy signal. Properties are taking about 65 days to move, and inventory is at 6.16 months. Squarely, it's a balanced zone, and the county recorded 102 homes closed in March. That's a solid month. When I look at this data, I see a county that has found its footing after the frenzied years. We're not in a crash, and we're not in a boom. We're in a real, functioning market where buyers have options and sellers who price correctly are still getting deals done. The sold to list ratio countywide is 98.2%, which means the average seller is getting 98 cents on the dollar. That's respectable. The inventory jump over 136% year over year tells the bigger story. A year ago, Effingham was starved for homes. Today, buyers have real choices. That's a healthier market. Even if it feels different from the 0 days of market frenzy of 2022. Effingham County is still one of the fastest growing areas in coastal Georgia. The Hyundai Meta plant down the road in Bryan County, the continued expansion of the Port of Savannah with the Savannah Gateway Industrial Hub, and the migration of families out of the higher cost markets are all tailwinds that aren't going away. Long term, the fundamentals here are strong. Bottom line, Effingham County is a balanced market with a slight buyer edge. If you're selling, you can absolutely get a deal done, but you have to be priced correctly and show well. If you're buying, you've got inventory. You have time, and you have more negotiating room than you had in the years previous. This is a market to act in. All right? That's your Effingham County Market Fact for Friday from March 2026. If you've got a question about any of these numbers, whether it's about your specific neighborhood, your home's value, or how to position yourself as a buyer or seller in this market, reach out. I'm Dave Rotundo with RE/MAX First Choice Realty. You can find all my buyer and seller guides right here on this channel. And if you found this useful, please hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow and keeps this free data coming every single month. Share it with a friend who's thinking about making a move to Effingham County or coastal Georgia. Thank you so much for watching. God bless, and I'll see you in the next update.